Every US visa story begins with one of three ingredients: love, talent, or money. Today, we're talking about one of those ingredients: money. When it comes to investor visas, here's the reality. You can have the capital, you can have the business, you can meet every requirement and still get denied because you failed to explain where your money came from. In 2026, one of the most critical and most misunderstood parts of any investment-based immigration case is source of funds. I'm Tapias, CEO and immigration attorney at Loigica. And in this video, I'll explain how immigration officers actually evaluate your funds and why this step often determines the outcome of your case. What source of funds really means. When we talk about source of funds, we're not talking about showing a bank balance. We're talking about proving clearly and convincingly that your capital is lawfully obtained, properly transferred, and fully traceable. In investor cases, especially EB-5, officers conduct a detailed case-by-case review of how your funds were earned and moved. And while EB-5 has the strictest standards, this concept also applies in the E-2 and other business-based immigration strategies. How officers evaluate funds in 2026. In 2026, the standard is not just documentation, it's traceability. Officers expect to see a complete financial story. 1. Origin of funds. Where did the money come from? Salary, business profits, sales of assets, inheritance, or gifts. Each source must be supported by documentation, such as tax returns, contracts, or financial records. 2. Path of funds. This is where many cases fail. You must show the exact path the money followed, from its origin through bank accounts, across jurisdictions, and into the final investment. Officers are not looking for a snapshot. They are looking for a traceable transaction history. 3. Consistency and compliance. They also evaluate alignment with tax filings, consistency across documents, and the absence of unexplained gaps. In many cases, they review years of financial history to confirm legitimacy. What changed in 2026? The legal requirements hasn't changed, but enforcement has. In today's environment, we're seeing more structured adjudication, more data consistency checks, and greater scrutiny of financial documentation. And even in EB-5 cases tied to approved projects, officers still conduct an independent review of each investor's funds. That means your case stands or falls on your documentation. Current red flags. In 2026, certain patterns consistently trigger scrutiny. Unexplained cash, large deposits with no clear origin or supporting records. Undocumented family gifts. Gifts are allowed, but must include proof of the donor's lawful source and documentation of the transfer. Without that, the funds may not be accepted. Complex international transfers, especially in cross-border cases, multiple jurisdictions, currency exchange, or informal financial practices can create gaps in documentation, inconsistency in records, and compliance concerns. Even legitimate funds can become risky if they are not clearly documented. Real-world scenario. A common scenario we see: an entrepreneur with business income, cash components, cross-border accounts, and reinvested earnings. From a business perspective, it makes sense, but from an immigration perspective, it must be reconstructed into a clear, documented, and linear financial narrative. Because immigration is not just about legality, it's about provability. The most common mistake is this: believing that showing a bank balance is enough. It's not. Immigration officers are not asking how much money you have. They are asking, where did it come from? How did it move? And can you prove every step? If you found this helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on US immigration strategy. And if you're planning an investment or moving funds internationally and want to make sure your case is structured correctly from the beginning, contact our team using the link in the description. And remember, every US visa story begins with one of three ingredients: love, talent, or money. I'm Tapias, and I'll see you in the next video.